Now you
Maybe,
can't.
maybe, maybe. Might
Damn
just have to
it.
tell you when we are not live.
You're gonna forget.
Mm, It's about active cases. Anyway, let's clap it in.
Woo.
Woo! Woo!
What's up, guys? It's On Fire Tonight with Josh and Tressa. We are joined by the one and only Christopher Pravdika here to talk about Kingdom, Ashin of the North. This is your one and only warning. We are going to spoil the whole thing. It's a movie-length episode. It's a sidequel, and it's dope as shit. So if you haven't seen it already, go watch it. Come back. You're back. Welcome back. And now we can talk about it.
Oh, thank
Guys,
God.
what did you think of this stupid thing?
I thought it started slow.
Yeah.
I agree.
I thought so too.
Good, because I was like, I don't want to say this because they're gonna be mad at me. The last half, fucking great.
Yeah.
The first half, I was like, oh, let's go.
Here's the thing.
Hmm.
I've seen this one before, and I wasn't prepared for how slow it plays because, like, the first time I played it, I was like completely drawn in. And this time I was really just like waiting for the shit to go down. But I really appreciate how they fucking build your sympathy for this character
Oh, yeah.
before she fucking wrecks shop.
Yeah, she does. I mean, I was thinking about it today. It's like the beginning is slow because you are building up so much story, so much empathy for so much shitty shit that happens to this girl. But
Korean girl magic.
yeah,
Korean girl magic. So
absolutely.
wait, Christopher, did you watch this with Tammy?
No.
Isn't she a big fan of the show?
Yeah, but we didn't. We haven't watched it together in a long. It's been a long
Okay.
time.
What did you think of this?
Yeah, I was feeling the same thing. Like I remember, I started it once before and fell off because I couldn't get. I knocked me out the whole the build up, but a lot of moving parts and hard to keep track of all the stuff they're talking about.
Oh my
Right.
God. I have
Like,
no idea what happened like for most of it. I don't know who these people are. I still don't know most of their names. I was
Yeah.
so fucking lost for so much of it.
I think I can break stuff down, but that's because I was taking copious notes. And then I was also like looking stuff up afterwards.
I wasn't doing that. I took lots of notes, but I did not look anything up.
Well, the biggest thing for me that was kind of a mind blower is that a character that's in the series who's like one of the most noble dudes, that like commander of the Royal Guards guy, is in this, and basically everything is his fault.
He was the guy that led those other guys. What's his name? I don't know if anyone ever said anyone else's names except for Ashin. I was fucking lost. The political talk at the beginning, I don't know who these people are. I don't know what you're going into such detail about what's going on without telling me anything.
So his character's name is Min Chirok,
Okay.
I believe, and he is like the commander of the Royal Guard in the series.
He's like the top dog in pretty much the entire movie, right?
No,
Like-
he's not. I mean, well, maybe. I guess so. I guess he's like the highest ranking dude.
He
Does that sound right?
He talked pretty harsh to the bad guy.
Yeah.
Wait,
From
which
the
bad guy?
The Ho-Chi clan. What is it?
The Heiwan Cho clan?
Yeah.
Yeah, which is I didn't understand his place, and I think that was just to illustrate that this guy is got like heavy weight behind him that he can do that. One of the Cho clan is there like in exile because he's messed up.
Yeah, he left town when shit went down. So he was like, so he's a princeling in exile.
But dude put him in his place. He wasn't having his mess. and that I didn't understand ultimately his role there, other than just to explain that this detective guy is like got serious clout.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, that makes sense. Well, I mean, wait, are you saying that you don't understand why the Heiwan Cho clan guy
Yeah,
is
I mean,
there?
yeah, there was like that was the only scene he was in, right? The one.
I
No. So like we also see him momentarily, like 2/3 of the way through the movie, right after Ashin goes find, like she's sent on a spy mission
Mm-hmm.
as a young adult.
uh,
She finds her amputee father a prisoner. He begs her to kill him. Through tears, she does so and torches the entire settlement that had kept him as prisoner. She fucking apparently just hoofs it back to the garrison that she'd been staying in the pigsty
hoofs it
of.
quite slowly. She was
Yeah.
Yeah.
walking slow as fuck. She was like, it's fucking over. I don't give a
Yeah.
shit anymore. Love it.
You know, she had stuff on her mind.
Oh, he was leaving. He
Hey.
was leaving this. Is that right?
Yeah, and she recognized the fletching of his arrows as the fletching of the arrows
Ah.
in the pile of corpses that got blamed on the tiger. And there really was a tiger, which is fun,
Yeah,
but that was just like some bullshit.
it was all luck that there was actually a tiger that they could blame shit on.
I mean, was
I-
there even any ginseng?
I think the ginseng is the resurrection plant.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, I think so. What do they call it? Like extra, super extra ginseng or something?
Yeah, if you get that at the bodega at like 3 a.m, like Bonorama.
I was going to say that.
You say it. You say it. That way we can edit me out because it's gross when I say it, but it's funny when you say it.
Okay, I just want to say Bonorama.
Good one, Tressa.
Thanks, Josh. What was I going to say about... Never mind. Forget I said anything about that just then.
Huh?
I don't know. I'm getting... Oh, the berry. When they go and they find the big pile of corpse and body parts, one of the hands has like a berry or something in
Yeah.
its hand, and he pockets it without really telling anyone, and then he puts it in like a cup of hot water to give to that guy we were just talking about.
Yeah. The
What was
choke
that?
there.
I think that was
Yeah.
a bead
Oh, it might have been a bead.
Yeah, that's what
from,
I thought.
yeah. And it's like, hey, I know that this was you because this evidence. Because
Okay.
I'm a master detective and I detect masterfully.
Yeah, okay, that makes more sense. I thought it was a berry, so I was confused. Never mind.
He's like, you guys are fucking assholes. You just murdered a bunch of people. And then the Heiwan Cho clan guy is like, well, they crossed our borders, so they get what they get. And he's like, we're about to go to war because of you fucking assholes. And then instead, they have this great out with a fucking zombie tiger. But for some reason, which I don't really understand, those Pajoey dudes who are total badasses
Yeah.
didn't believe that this monster that they saw with their own eyes killed their countrymen.
Yeah, because he opened the guts.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Yeah, but it's like, if the guts are rotten, it's like, oh, this thing is already dead. Yeah, but you've also seen it like this thing just killed 3 of your best friends.
Yeah, it wasn't eating
Yeah.
your best friends. It was just chewing them up.
Right.
I
So
don't-
I guess he's mad that there's no evidentiary bodies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. Cause,
Which
yeah.
I don't
I thought the same thing when I was watching it. Like, why would it's obviously like a zombie? It's obviously a zombie tiger,
We all know what that looks like.
but I'm pretty sure they do eat. They swallow stuff. It was there was no human part. There was no human parts. This
There
thing
was
had-
nothing. It was just
yeah, it was
black
just-
goo.
Yeah, just like me.
Chunky black goo.
Yeah, the tiger was a MacGuffin.
It was a MacGuffin. I mean, it was a fun MacGuffin,
Yeah.
but it's also like it was sort of a blind alley too. Like it seemed like there should be more like, hey guys, whether or not this monster killed your guys, shouldn't we talk about this monster for a second? Like either
Yeah.
way.
And dude took a bite from the tiger. Doesn't that make him ultimately turn into a zombie because that tiger
Wait,
ate
did he
the
take a
deer?
bite?
Yeah, he got his arm. He got his arm chewed on.
Oh, I thought you meant he
Oh
bit
no,
the
no, he
tiger.
had a
Yeah.
gauntlet.
Oh.
He had like some metal leather
Ah.
armature on.
Oh.
Yeah.
Didn't notice that. It looked like it was all chewed up. I guess it was just the fabric on his sleeve.
I didn't notice the gauntlet either.
Oh no, he tied it off. He had injuries. He remember he wrapped his
He did tie it off.
because the deer was the zombie from eating
Yeah.
the plant, and then
Right.
the tiger ate the deer, which turned it. So then, and as we know, that when something eats a zombie, then it becomes a zombie. Its bites turn everything into a zombie. Because like all the zombies that Ashin made, all their bites don't turn they were just plant zombies.
Right.
So
Okay.
which is how we have an
they-
outbreak in the.
Yeah, but yeah, there was an outbreak. Not everyone got the plant. Wasn't
Yeah.
it like the end of the series? People figured out that the plant had evolved, so it doesn't matter if you eat somebody that's been infected or not. As long as you get bit, you still get infected.
No, you get the like when they used the zombies to fight the Japanese, they didn't make more zombies because they were plant zombies. You have to eat a zombie and become a zombie, then your bites become infectious.
Right, but the people like that Ashen turned, they kept turning more people.
No. No, that was she just killed those were just all the people she killed and then turned into zombies. She put the plant in a bunch of them. Remember all those people sleeping? She killed them all.
So wait, none of the people bit by zombies also turned into zombies? They just got eaten?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no, man, there were a lot of zombies.
I think those were I think she made them all because she turned all. Remember, she had turned her dead village into zombies, so she was
Yeah.
experienced in mass zombifying.
Yeah, she's like the original expert
Yeah,
on the resurrection plant.
Yeah, because she saw a cave painting.
Yeah,
What?
She saw a cave painting as a kid. Her last instructions from her missing father were, you're in charge of taking care of your family.
Done.
yeah.
I've got this.
Okay, I'm on it.
Not a problem. I've got a plant.
But I did see how many there were, but I didn't know if we just lost all the rules or the rules are different in the beginning. But it did seem like those were the finite amount of zombies that she made, and then she torched them when they all.
Once they all got to torture each other by either being murdered by her or murdering each other through zombie murder.
I guess we didn't see anybody turn that was attacked. It just seemed like so many. So many. Good for her.
Yeah.
I love that for her.
I love that for her too. I have a question though. I guess I didn't realize that that's the way it was playing out. I was just like, violence. How did she get the drop on so many dudes to turn them into zombies? Because like there were a lot of fucking zombies.
Because they have to be dead first, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
But
she's
the deer
awesome.
wasn't
She's like a
dead.
master archer.
the deer ate it.
Right, but it wasn't dead when
Yeah.
it ate it. So could she essentially make a tea and kill people with that tea and also resurrect them at the same time?
Oh wait, so if you're not dead and you eat it, does it kill you and
That's
turn you
what
into a
I'm
zombie?
saying.
According to her thing, you have to do it. Have to put it in the. They
Yeah.
showed her slitting the. That was gross, by the way.
Still.
Doing the slit and pushing the plant, pushing all those little bugs inside the.
Yeah, forehead slit.
Because there was a little flashback of her show like slicing, doing all that. So I guess she killed all those people in their sleep silently, one at a time. I was
That
also like the other one. I
She's
was like
stealthy.
the deer in the beginning eats the plant and dies in the daytime and is walking around in the daytime. But I thought they only go out at night. But then I was like maybe because the deer is nocturnal, it's the other way around.
Oh, maybe also because there's so much like cover in the forest.
Mhm.
It's just, I don't know. Maybe it was winter. Maybe it was like shoulder season.
What season?
Shoulder season. That's like the difference, like spring, fall, or in like tourist sense, like tourist places have the high season, the low season, and then the shoulder is somewhere in the middle.
Okay, Josh. I've
That's
never heard
news
that
to me.
before.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Yeah. My sentiment exactly.
You're welcome, guys. So if you're trying to plan a trip
Good to know.
and you want to roll the dice on the weather,
I do.
yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
I'll tell you
Let's-
the way I feel about this whole thing is I'd be very upset if there's no more.
Seriously.
Well, there has to be another season, right?
You know what? I looked it up yesterday. I was like, there's got to be another fucking season. And I found one article and it was like, third season plans. And I read it and it was just a bullshit clickbait article where it's like, here's the plans for third season. Boy, we sure hope there's a third season. Like,
Yeah.
no information whatsoever.
Yeah, I think that's the last thing I read. That was a while ago.
That fucking sucks.
Yeah. I'm mad about it.
Kingdom was wildly popular,
Yeah.
although apparently they went wildly over budget.
Yeah, I was
Also.
gonna they definitely spent a lot of money, you can tell. And it shows.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it
fucking
does.
great show. Like they put the money, it's all on screen.
Hmm. And then the real zombie apocalypse happened and shut their budget down. Because both the series and this movie end at the point, they both end leading to that same point where
Right.
we run into her. She's, I guess, defending her little,
Village.
of zombies.
I
And
mean,
I
she's the
wanna
good
see
guy,
how-
but she's also fucking crazy.
she's definitely
and-
I mean,
she's a baddie. She's a baddie.
she's
Yeah,
out
but
for
I'm
some
on her
shit.
side.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, but
She
she's
wants
still
to
a
kill
baddie.
every
Yeah.
living thing in Joseon and Jurchin, and I am with it.
Yeah. I am here for it.
Fucking zombify them all, burn them to the ground, and then when you're done, you can join the villagers, apparently.
Well, or get fed to them.
She does just kill her dad and not resurrect him, right?
I believe so. I mean, oof. She knows what happened to people when you resurrect them. I'm sure she doesn't want her dad to be like that.
Except she sees them through different lenses.
That's true.
She doesn't see them as monsters. She sees them as like the happy people of the village,
God.
which I love.
That was wild. I was so confused for
Yeah.
a bit. I'm sure that was the intent, and it was great.
I was also really confused when her father was alive. I had thought that he had been hanged in the village, but apparently they just left his seal there
Mm-hmm.
as a sign like, we know that you guys are all traitors because we caught this guy.
But wouldn't she know that's not her dad? Did
Well,
she
but-
know? Like,
Yeah, but like the idea that like they hanged it with bodies and presumably killed, like, because
yeah.
she
Mhm.
said when she was a little kid and she goes to the garrison and she talks to the commander, she's
Mhm.
like, I heard that they executed a spy. And he's like, do you want to know why all this happened? And she's like, no, I don't give a shit.
I don't give a fuck.
All I want is for you to avenge my father. If it takes 1 year or 2 years or
Ugh.
10 years, I'll do anything.
Okay, Ashin, that's great. Why don't you be our slave for a bit, and then we'll totally hook you up with some revenge. All right? Maybe. I can't really get into the details right now, but you're going to be our slave. End of sentence.
It's unclear to me if that royal commander dude knew that he was basically sentencing her to prison
He
and
had to
torture.
have.
What?
He had to. He's like, we're going to set you up. He's like, why don't you take her and take care of her, whatever. And then she gets led to a barn. And the guy's
pigsty.
like,
A literal
here's your
pigsty.
new home forever.
Yeah.
A fucking pigsty. Enjoy.
He was like,
We'll have you do chores tomorrow for the rest of your life and be miserable.
Well, the commander guy had been like, find a place for this child, which is not the same as like exploit and torture.
I'm sure at that time, it kind of was.
I don't know.
he got his spy back. That's all he was thinking. He got a new, because he lost his spy, and he don't care. And the point in the beginning is that nobody
Yeah.
cares about these people. Because they're on the border. They're like
Right.
the Russians that live inside of Ukraine,
Right.
on the border. Nobody, the Ukrainians don't like them. The Russians don't like them. And then nobody cared. But they got their spy. She offered to be a spy, so problem solved.
Yeah, for somebody.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand the royal commander's dilemma here. He's got to do what he can to stop a war from happening. There's a war on two fronts that is threatening to ignite. If he can quell one somehow, like the tiger gambit almost worked. Yeah.
Yeah, because this zombie thing is ultimately what leads to defense against the Japanese,
Mm-hmm.
which is we don't see. I thought we were gonna lead into that in this movie, but that's part 2.
Well, we know what went down, right?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, it was one of the coolest scenes in the series.
totally.
The reverse slow-mo.
Totally.
Oh, yeah, that was great.
I want to just go back and watch that. And I want to go back and watch like the last half hour of Ashin of the North. The fucking slaughter she enacts.
Oh my God, it's
Her master archery. And the complete lack of emotion on her face as she
Yeah.
does it all. She's
Cold
the
as
best.
ice. Yeah, I want to see more. I want to see her in action, in full form.
Because, like, I mean, I get that she's a baddie, but she's not. I mean,
she's not. She's fucking taking care of herself when no one else would.
she's
since
getting
a
the
fucking
vengeance she's wanted her whole life.
Mm-hmm. And then some, because fuck all the dudes in this movie. Fuck them.
I love Korean barbecue.
I love Korean barbecue too. I like kimchi.
Yeah. Yeah, because you see how she that's the one scene, she tells the doctor how to do the resurrection,
Oh, right.
and she's basically on purpose setting up a huge outbreak that's probably gonna kill everybody.
Yeah.
She almost got it.
She is an absolute agent of chaos. She's the one that they're tracking at the end of season 2,
Yeah.
who's been like spreading it, selling it, planting it.
Yeah, now I need to watch the end of season 2.
Yeah, because in the end of season 2, they wind up in that shack, right? That she
Yeah.
has everybody. That's where, and she's ready to defend her family.
Yeah. They've all been chained up with bells on.
I want to see how that played out.
Yeah, I have strong hopes that there's a season 3 and that we pick up from right at that moment.
Oh, it's gotta pick up right there.
But also, like, what the fuck is going on with the kid that's being raised as the new prince? He's got some kind of infection that's either waiting to burst,
Oh,
or is
yeah.
he immune because he was a baby and
He's
like,
got the buggies in him.
A real Last of Us situation.
yeah, does he have like some Ellie style immunity? Christopher, did you watch The Last of Us?
No.
Go
Okay.
watch it. It's
It's
awesome.
fun. It's kind of like zombies, but it's got mushroom people.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Grody to
exactly.
the max, Jack.
It is.
It's on my
Um,
list.
Yeah. Just pack some tough actin tinactin. Isn't that the athlete's
Yeah.
foot spray?
Yes. That headache has Excedrin written all over it.
These are the halls of medicine.
What about Tux putting out a can you picture that match getting put out with a Tux pad?
I can't tell you the birthdays or anniversaries of anyone in my life, but fucking commercial slogans are imprinted on me forever.
Manchurian Candidate.
Yes.
We all see the Tux pad go tss, and then spring to action.
I never saw the remake of that.
I watched
I've
a little bit of it.
seen the original like
Yeah.
10 times.
Too good, too good. I don't think the remake is worth anything. Liv Schreiber.
We have Schreiber in that?
Yeah, he plays the sleeper.
Oh shit. I just realized I had my microphone fell over and now Audacity no longer sees waveforms.
do.
Tressa, what do I do?
I don't know. I'll just use fucking Zoom.
Uh-oh. All right, well you have part of it. Should I stop and start again?
Sure. Why not? Why not?
Okay, hold on a second. I'm so sorry for the
Resurrect
technical
your microphone.
glitchery.
Who was that lady in the beginning with the little girl watching the boar being slaughtered by just some lady to because Ashin's dad, I think, was the one slaughtering the boar, and the little girl was looking at the
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and she's like, "Oh, that's for lowborn people. Don't
Yeah.
look at flesh." Which
Yeah, that
you
was.
guys are dumb.
That's right.
That's to just let all of us know that they're lowborns. Is that
Yeah.
basically it? Okay.
Yeah, that they're rejected by everybody around. They got no status.
That's fun.
This is Josh recording. Great. This is part 2 for Ashin. I think, if I'm not mistaken, that little girl is her little sister. Because they're all
No.
like, it's possible that everyone in that village is a family, right?
No, she left the village, and that little girl was all fancy and clean.
Oh,
Everyone in
that
the
little
village.
girl. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because there was the other little girl. She was like, watch mom while I go.
Yeah, that's her sister, yeah. Boy, oh boy. So we need to like go into the basic general idea of this movie because we're just talking about details right now. What happens here is we get the seed of this lowborn village. I don't know, the dad of the village who's just like taking care of shit, feeding people. He's a spy for the one guy. Who's he a spy for?
He's a spy for the royal commander and for Joe Sun. Joe Sun welcomed the ancestors of this village into their kingdom and gave them like special dispensation to live on the land and be tax exempt. But in the years since then, they've been like, but we're going to take some things back, and we're not going to respect you, and we're not going to call you an official village, and we're going to make you do like shit work for us, and we're going to not give you any respect.
Right.
No
But
respect at all.
And we're gonna
Just like
send our
Rodney.
rich ladies to buy meat from you and spit in your face.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Bitch. But still, Ashen's dad's like, yeah, but they gave my ancestors a bunch of shit, so it's fine. I am loyal because I'm a pushover.
He's just happy they didn't kill.
True. And then you have,
This is the class struggle, right? Fuck those fuckers.
Fuck those fuckers. He has to spy on what? Who is he spying on?
He's spying on the Pajoi. The Pajoi are just on the other side of the border. And so ethnically, they're like the same people.
Mm-hmm.
And so he can pass for like one of them unless they know what's up. And sometimes they know what's up.
The
Yeah.
Jerkins.
Yeah.
The whole the whole situation between the two guys, the Royal Command and the Pajoi, I didn't understand what was going on there. I didn't understand who was supposed to be the good guy, who was supposed to be the bad guy.
There are no good guys.
Yeah, I got that. But then he gets found out to be a spy, and their village just goes up in flames, and pretty much everyone is murdered in that village. At the same time, Ashin is going to find the resurrection plant and misses out on all the fun, gets back and sees that people have been hanged. I didn't say hung, Josh. And that the place is burnt, and she's fucking pissed. Obviously. She goes to the Royal Command. She's like, these assholes killed everybody. I want to be avenged. I want them to be avenged. Do that. And he's like, oh, yeah, okay. The whole time, was it the Royal Command that did that to her village? Is that the deal?
No, the Royal Command didn't do that, but they gave the bullshit info that led to that. So, you know, in that scene when they are out on the tiger hunt and the zombie tiger attacks, and there are Royal Commander dudes, villager type people, and they're like Pajoi dudes in disguise amongst the tiger hunters. The tiger like shows up. The Pajoi guys are like the biggest badasses in the world. They go like straight for trying to like kill the tiger.
Yeah.
And then a couple of them survive, and they're like, okay, this tiger is a monster, not a regular tiger. So therefore, I believe that this monster that I see with my own eyes and touch with my own hands didn't kill my countrymen. So I got to go back and say that you motherfuckers are responsible. And then the Royal Commander is like, hold on. Rather than that, and what he could have done is told him the truth. It was this asshole from the Heiwan Cho clan. But that guy is like highborn. So even if he takes down the Heiwan Cho clan and like the Pajoi, if the Pajoi guys attack the Heiwan Cho exile dude, then maybe it dies there. But maybe the Heiwan Cho clan, which is very powerful in the country, decides, well, fuck it, we're going to war. So he can't say that. So instead, he just blames it on his spy. He's got this little token that, so like the father who was spying had these like little tent toys.
Oh, right.
That he carried with him, and he told stories, and he's sort of like doing a medicine show from village to village as he was gathering info.
Yeah, I didn't know what the fuck that was. I didn't know that was his.
He was just sort of like his cover was "I'm a traveling minstrel."
Yeah.
And I'm like you guys, but a little different.
But better.
Right. But like everyone who's seen him travel around like recognizes his little set of toys. So for some reason, the Royal Commander guy has one of them, and he says, fuck that dude. It's all him. Blame it on him.
Okay, I didn't get any of that. And
Christopher, did you get that, or did you think something different?
I was paying attention to so many other things going on, and that's
thank you. It's so much shit to pay attention to, keep track of. And the whole bodies and like pieces of bodies, I just assumed that there were monsters already going around, and that's who did that. I didn't think it was a tiger. I didn't think it was actual people. I thought it was infected people. I'm confused. Who piled up these bodies and body parts?
So if I understand correctly,
Mm-hmm.
the Heiwan Cho exile prince and his like boys,
Mm-hmm.
they are just like rich assholes that go hunting and fuck shit up
Hell yeah.
because like they've got nothing else to do.
Mm-hmm.
And they stumbled upon some guys who were like in the wrong place at the wrong time. So the Pajowi guys that went to that village for the wild ginseng
Yeah.
are like super badasses, and almost no one could have taken them out except for these highborn, extremely highly trained dudes like the Heiwan Cho clan guy and his boys. Like they have royal level military training.
So it's just for funsies or what?
I guess
why
so.
did they like
But they're also torn up, right? So I
Right.
think that's a misdirect where you're supposed to think like, oh shit, they're zombies.
it worked?
Yeah. Or maybe I just didn't understand it. Because I don't fully understand it.
Hey.
Christopher,
Yeah, I'm
why
It's the
were
same.
those bodies torn up?
And they said it happened after they were dead? It was confusing.
Maybe they were killed by the Cho clan, and then the zombie tiger chewed them up after when it found them.
Maybe. So much at the beginning of this movie, I was like, I don't I don't I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, I felt the same. I was watching intently and going, "Is this important? Is this important? Is this important?"
Do I need to write this down? I don't know what this means. I was like, these guys are going to know all about these political ancient Korean things, and I'm going to be so stupid and lost.
No, there's a lot of information. I don't know that I got it right. Even when I was trying to look stuff up, I was like, I don't even know how to Google half this stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, and every title card's like, this is where we're going to now. I'm like, am I supposed to know what that is? Okay, I do like halfway through. I get that these people are there and that. It's just really confusing.
Well, it's going to be a great battle in the show that they never make ever again.
I know. Fuck.
Why do they keep doing this to us?
Well, we
and
don't know for sure that there's not going to be another season.
I think
do
it's
we?
been too long. I think it's been too long now.
Yeah, and it's Netflix, and they're famous for just like, fuck you, popular show. We don't give a shit anymore.
Well, I think they just license it from whoever the Korean
Right.
company that makes it. So the Korean company is they produce it, and
Right,
yeah.
but if Netflix is like, fuck you, you get no more of our money, I'm sure they're
Yeah.
going to be like, well, what are we going to do?
come on, guys, let's get it together.
Come on, you guys.
Put it on Tubi.
Yes.
Yeah. Did you see that?
What?
Okay, so like 2 years ago, something like that, HBO was really excited to push this new prestige show, The Nevers, which was clouded by problems with Joss Whedon was the head of it, and then he left mid-season, and they like kept making it without him, and then they dropped it after he'd left it, and nobody watched it. And then apparently, just the other day, there's like a season 2 that's a Tubi show.
What?
Has nothing to do with HBO anymore, but it still exists somehow. Also, I watched part of episode 1 and was like, this is untenable. I don't know if you saw any of it.
No,
Uh-uh.
I don't like
It's-
that guy.
Mm-mm.
I like some of the stuff he's made, or I used to like some of the stuff he's made. I don't know if I.
I don't think I ever did. Oh, you know what? I did like one thing, the Firefly. That was good.
Oh, that was great.
That has some of the problems of Poochie, where it's like edgy but cute,
Yep.
right? It's like,
Yeah,
oh, he's a badass space pirate, but lovable.
I
But
mean, it's Buffy
but he doesn't do
too.
anything bad.
Yeah.
So he's like Han Solo, but like much gentler.
The Expanse did it better anyway.
Oh, I
They
haven't
did the
seen
whole.
that.
The Expanse is great.
Yeah, I keep meaning to watch
It's the
that.
same kind of. That was the thing I liked about Firefly was the situation. You know, the world that they were in, which was like a civil war. You know,
Right.
the people who live, you know, in the future, the space people that live far out in space and do all the crappy work, and then the people who live on the interior who are the highborn, and the Civil War.
Maybe The Expanse is a show we should watch.
Yes,
I tried to get you to watch
Oh
The
my God,
Expanse,
so
and you're
good.
like, I saw an episode and I didn't like it.
It's
Well,
so complicated though. It's so
is it?
It's super complicated, and it flits in and out of like through the seasons, but I loved it. I absolutely loved it. Too many cool characters and a great world they built.
Maybe I'll try again for if
I never read the book, so I think I'm gonna dive into the books. Are apparently even better than
Oh,
on the show.
always.
is the pilot episode indicative of whether or not
No,
I
you
would-
know, I don't think so. Actually, no. It's just like it kind of takes wild turns after. It seems, you know, that pilot episode reminded me of like some Total Recall kind of vibe.
oh
Just like the, you know, like people living in space under weird, you know, not so great conditions, and
And Lady has 3 boobs. I
yeah,
get
something
it.
like that. And yeah, because the people that live in space, they are or they were born and never have been on planet. They can't even go on a planet because the gravity would kill them.
right.
And
Oh, that's
their
great.
bodies are different. They're like lanky and long, but they don't do that in the show. They're just people. They're just actors. They don't do like CGI everyone's body to make them look like they've never been on a planet. They have to take like if they want to go on a planet, they have to do like this take a bunch of medicine first and build up this thing, and even then when they go on it's like torture when they get there.
Yeah. Gravity
Oh
sucks.
fuck.
There's lots of great little things like that. Like they don't have the only way they have gravity in space is if they spin the ship. You know, if they're inside. So usually they're walking around with mag boots, and it's so they're it looks like they're just in but they're in zero gravity, magnetically stuck to the floor. And if they get killed, they just go, and their boots are just stuck to the ground, and because they don't fall.
That's
which
great.
is a nice little thing. And also the stuff like in the ships, like if the ships go too fast, it can kill everybody inside because of the inertia. So they have to be there's lots of and they have to make sure everything's bolted down, because if they go into like high G maneuvers and there's like a wrench loose, that thing will whip around, you know.
Man, that's great. I love that.
That
Josh,
is pretty great.
we should watch it because we could watch it we could like do watch-alongs with it.
Is that on
Amazon
Prime?
Prime, yeah.
Amazon Prime, 5 seasons.
5 seasons.
Yeah.
I'm
And
saying.
I think last I heard, a movie was in the works.
I am willing to give it another try.
Yeah.
Willing to give it another try.
It's got some great lines, some super great characters, and I love the tough talk. There's some cool tough talk.
That's my other podcast. Cool Tough Talk with Tessa.
Yeah.
Wait, how did we get to Expanse from Kingdom? Oh, from Firefly.
Yeah.
And from Nevers and from Tubi.
Yeah.
Wow, what a journey.
Yeah.
What a
Nice.
journey.
Backtracking.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
You'll
I
hear
don't know
that
what I
music
think
outside.
anymore of Joss Whedon and his stuff.
I never liked that Buffy show.
I loved Buffy.
I didn't watch Buffy or Angel until both had been off the air for like a long time. And I was like, holy shit, this is either excellent or terrible, depending on the episode or the season.
Yep.
But it's like, it's weird because it's like when it's good, it's fucking great.
Yeah.
And when it's bad, it's like, how is this even the same thing?
There's this TikTok of this guy. He's like, Buffy literally saved my family's life. And he goes to interview his dad. And his dad, he's like, tell everyone how Buffy saved your family. He's like, well, and he's just like this hit guy with like a mullet, like bang mullet, and like a bowl cut mullet and a big beard. And he's like, well, it was the series finale and there was a tornado warning. And I was like, fuck that shit. I'm watching Buffy. I'm not going to miss this for the world. And everyone in the family goes into like the root cellar, the kind that you can only get to outside with the doors. And he watches the series finale and he's like, where the fuck is everybody? And he goes outside and a giant tree had been like knocked over and was pinning the doors closed. So if he had been down there, no one would have been able to get out. Saving lives.
Wow.
I heard that. I saw that guy tell that story.
He's great, right?
Yeah.
So that same night, I saw the Cramps at Irving Plaza, and they were like, what, you guys aren't going to watch the series finale of Buffy? He's like, I'm rooting for the vampires.
Well, are we gonna get a sequel to this movie, or are we gonna get a whole nother series?
I
wouldn't
want
mind-
another series.
I wouldn't mind just a sequel to the movie.
I wouldn't mind that,
Yeah.
but I want a series.
Yeah.
Well, it's all based on a webtoon comic that was wildly popular. So I don't know how much of the world has already been explored in that.
Yeah. Where does it go?
What's
The
this
content
series?
is already there.
What's it pretty close to the webcomic?
I haven't read the webcomic. It's called Kingdom of the Gods.
Does anyone online say if it's true?
I don't know. I try not to spoil anything for myself.
I get
So I don't know what other people. First of all, everyone's a critic, so fuck them and what they think. Second of all,
Uh-huh.
I've got my ideas, and shut up, I'm talking.
Valid.
So wait, Christopher, you're going to be on tour kind of soon. Are you?
Mhm.
Do you want to potentially talk about Expanse? Will you be very busy and traveling and not be able to do such things?
That's a good question. I can envision how did we do it? Like, do we do dailies or weeklies?
I don't know.
We were
That's a
just
good
kind
question.
of whenever
Yeah.
it hit us.
Yeah, it's totally possible. I could always, I will have my setup with me. And look at this cool instrument. Look, it's invisible.
It's invisible.
invisible.
Wow.
Oh,
It's
is it a
keyed out.
guitar?
Oh my god, it's totally keyed out.
Is it a guitar?
It's
Whoa.
sort of like a guitar.
What is that?
Well, this is that's the MIDI controller from my laptop. You can't get them. Wait. And then
Oh.
it's a Japanese guitar
Whoa!
with and then I keep the MIDI controller on there, so I'll be using that.
Dang.
So wait, are you going to be playing MIDI/guitar rather than bass?
I will be doing all the above.
Does it depend on the song?
Yeah.
Is there someone else to play bass if you're not playing bass?
we have two bass players.
Okay.
But we'll see. I think it's a lot of it's gonna be left open, but we all need to be able to drone somehow. So I have the laptop and the MIDI, so I can do some cool drones, and there will be sections where it's not like song stuff, like just stuff making color for the vocals, so not always playing bass. But I think I'll mostly be playing bass. But I'll have
If
other
you're in the
options.
middle of a really long drone,
Mm-hmm.
do you check email or watch cat videos?
It's been done. Only the drummers get to do that because they're sitting behind. Keep the phone. There was a Thor used to do that, like have his phone like charging or like and could see stuff while he wasn't doing anything. And I remember a night where Phil, the drummer, got like really upset and he was just like smashing his he was trying to break his drums with the sticks, like not hitting them like long, like he was like hitting them with the poking the sticks into the and he did it so hard that all his drums fell over and landed on Thor's phone and just crushed his
Oh, what is he gonna do during the
Yeah,
drones
yeah.
now? Damn.
Yeah, it's a big no never have no phones should be
No phones during
no
drones.
no phones and drones. You don't want to look up and see the sound guy at the desk like with the phone, his phone light on his face. You just don't wanna
Right?
see
It's
it.
got to be really
Yeah.
difficult for like an audience member who's having a semi-religious experience, but then they're like, wait a minute.
Yeah. If Michael sees someone just staring at their phone in the audience, he will point them out and like, yell at them in the middle of the.
Nice.
'Cause
Yeah.
that light is funny. It's just the light goes right on your face.
Yeah.
You forget. You forget
Nice
that
little
everyone gets it.
spotlight.
Yeah. But I'm excited for tour. It's a lot.
How long are
That's
you gonna
fucking
be on
dope.
tour?
Well, it's 5 weeks of rehearsals to start,
Yeah.
and then a little 3 week tour. We're doing like doing it in sections of 3 weeks. So it'll be 3 week tour, and then home for a week, and then another 3 week tour, and then home for a week, and then another three. Right now we got like 4 3-weekers.
Is it all big festivals?
No, we start off with like little shows just to get our feet, and then we end with a big festival on that first tour, Primavera,
Right.
and then the next tour is UK, which has the London and the Manchester, and a bunch of other lame places there. And then
You could have a lot of fish and chips
yeah,
or a lot of Indian food because
yeah, it's gonna be
that's
Indian food.
genuinely like the best thing there.
Yeah, the top 5 restaurants in the world are in London, and they're all French.
Hilarious.
Then we do states, and then we go back to Europe for like the big cities. But got Greece on the first tour.
Well, that's fun. I've never been to. Oh wait, no, I have been for like an afternoon to one Greek island. Have you been to Greece before?
Yeah, a couple
Is it-
times.
Is it a favorite place?
It's nice. It's nice. It's good. I don't know. It's okay. I don't get to. I can't. It's hard to judge. What you see
Right.
on tour is not much. But yeah, like got good weather. Don't remember the food in Greece at all. I guess I don't think I had any good any time for restaurants. But
My grandfather was brought up Greek. Long story, but he ended up being an investor in a steakhouse in Iowa, and it's a Greek steakhouse, and it is it's my death plate. If I ever have the chance to order whatever I want in the whole entire world before I die, it will be a steak from that place. It is amazing.
Wow.
Indescribably amazing. Cut the steak with a fork, amazing.
mm,
So good.
And it's is the cattle raised in some special Greek way? Like,
No,
is it
it's just
slaughtered in a Greek way?
No. I may have like put too much emphasis on the steak. It's just Iowa steak, but it's like garlic and maybe feta, maybe Parmesan. I don't know, maybe lots of butter. It's just the most amazing steak I've ever had in my life. And I grew up on it and I love it so much.
Are you excited to specifically eat at places around the world that you've been to before?
me?
Yeah. No,
You're
me.
you're the one going around the world.
Yeah. No, I don't care about food.
What, really?
I mean, I eat it. But I don't,
But it's not an
yeah,
exciting thing.
yeah. I don't think like I don't get excited about food. I
Interesting.
just I get hungry and I need nourishment. That's all I think about.
Are you excited to like do tourist things? Do you ever do tourist
No,
things?
no, that bugs me.
Yeah.
No, it's kind of because it's like even when I am a tourist, I don't even like. But like this is, it's more like it's work. I feel like I have like a limited amount of like
Hmm.
headspace and energy, and like to spend it on doing stuff that exhausts me. I get so sleepy. You know, what things that make me sleepy? Going to museums.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
I immediately get sleepy. I want to go to sleep. And the shopping for clothes,
Mm.
I get deadly
Well,
tired.
but I don't mean doing, when I say tourist things, I don't mean doing things that you don't like. I just mean doing things that are specific to the place or
Yeah,
that like you would do at home, but that you get to do somewhere else. And you're like, oh, this is kind of like a second home. I feel comfortable here
yeah.
in that
I like
way.
all that stuff. I like, yeah, I like just being in a new place and going to places and this and walking and just getting a slice of life everywhere. That is a nice thing. I love the traveling and I love being in all the places, but like checking out the local stuff and doing all, you know, it's more I like the random whatever it is. If I have to like think about it and make too many steps, I'm already immediately like liking whatever I have to do less.
Yeah.
It has
But
to
you're
just
not like, I have to get a slice of pizza in every
yeah.
country in Europe.
No, I'm not like no. No, but it's is it happens all so quick and most of it's at night. You know, you have you know, because you have very little time in the day to get things done. Then it's like 2 in the morning when you're done, and
And then you got to get to the next place.
yeah, then you're leaving at like 5 or 6 in the morning. So, but
Oh, thank
we'll
you.
see. I think this, but that it might be a little different on this trip because we have. The agent has made a concerted effort to lighten the workload as far as like how many shows we play in a row
That's nice.
because dudes are getting long in the tooth
Yeah.
and yeah, I think those long weeks and shows every day and kind of, you know, so we'll have a little bit of travel time, you know, a little bit of hang time usually. Now we'll see. I'm just excited to be doing it again.
Do you have special tips and tricks for like just anything where it's like, you know, tips and tricks for like how to deal with laundry on
Yeah.
a tour like
Yes,
this?
I do. I do. Like there's a lot of washing socks and
Uh-huh.
underwear in sinks, you know,
Uh-huh.
and then you can
Like
go
put
to.
them on the heater at
No,
night.
I take the blow dryer, like my socks, like I take the
Uh-huh.
blow dryer and I put them, sleeve them onto the blow dryer and then just,
Nice.
and then they're dry in about like 1 or 2 minutes.
Genius.
Yeah.
But yes, otherwise they go on the heat, like I drape them on the heater. Some people just just buy new socks and underwear, but I like my socks.
Right.
So I don't want to look for other socks, so yeah, clean them. You gotta wash them, and then you know, I tend to lose my appetite in travel.
Really?
Yeah. So I don't. I eat. I'm hungriest when I'm bored,
Yeah.
and or just not much to do, and then eating just becomes something to do, and then I'm hungry again in 2 hours. But on tour, I lose that. I get and then also you don't want to like eat around the show, and then when the show's over
Right.
in the middle of the night, you know, it's 2 in the morning. So I love that thing how like a lot of promoters and they, because not everybody's like that. A lot of people are super into the food of everywhere they go, and they want to, you know, make sure they eat, like even if it bothers them on the stage, they have to have had that meal before. And I just can't. And I don't care, and two, I really don't like the feeling of having eaten right before a stage. So like
Right.
I snack throughout the day, and that's it. And then it's and if I'm really hungry, I'll put something aside for, but then it's like some cold whatever sitting there at the end. That's
Do you
there.
have like special travel snacks that you pack and bring with you? Or do you...
No. You get like, you know, there's always little snacks in the backstage. You
Mhm.
get like a rider and the hospitality rider,
But
Load
you don't
up.
have like granola bars or something.
No,
that
but you
like,
can, we all get asked if there's anything we want specifically on it. If there's, and I don't really, and obviously, as you know, I don't care. So as long as there's some hummus and a carrot and a cheese and a bread, I just every time I walk by it, scoop up a carrot and hummus and move on. I
If
get hummus withdrawal when you get home, like because the hummus is supposed to just be
Yeah.
every day. There's hummus there.
protein, delicious.
so wait, what's your go-to hummus while at home?
I don't ever eat hummus when I'm at home. I just never.
You go in withdrawal, but you
Yeah.
don't like.
No, hummus
Take
only.
care of
I
it.
only eat hummus in the backstage.
If I may, I have a suggestion for washing. I've
Mhm.
thought about this a lot because road trips. If you have the space, get yourself a salad spinner and you can just turn it into a little washing machine.
They sell
Those
extra
rubber
large
ones.
salad spinner ones that they call like home washing machines.
Yeah, those
Oh, well,
collapsible.
never
Those
mind.
collapsible. Koreans do it.
Forget I said anything then. I thought I was super smart.
The washing is not
Fuck
the
you
hard part.
guys.
It's the drying. It's
Yeah,
the hard
yeah,
part
yeah, yeah,
because you got to have that stuff dry before you have to pack it up.
Yeah.
Or put it on.
Well, but the salad spinner, like it seems like
Yeah.
such a good idea, but it's like then you're gonna like you could spend like hours just pulling that thing. You know what I mean?
I do. You're talking about wieners. um,
I was thinking, that Brazilian instrument, the. I always call it the monkey dick.
I hear it now. Yeah. Sounds just like one.
I think it always sounds really cool, but what in a stupid little instrument that someone have to. You got like two kind of sounds you can make with it. It's like this sound and that sound. It's like the straw and
Yeah.
putting the straw up and down, and it looks like you're just like jerking off a monkey.
I'm gonna send you guys a photo of this like
Oh no.
brass monkey toy that my friend gave my other girlfriend gave me years ago. Unfortunately, I don't know where the actual thing is, but thankfully I have a photo of it. It's this ridiculous little thing. It's like a keychain size brass monkey, and the hand moves on its dick. I don't know where she got it.
I mean, is there a reason? Does it make fire? Is it just for funsies?
It's just for
What?
funsies. It's just very silly. It's just a monkey that jacks off.
Who doesn't love it?
Novelty.
That's the brass monkey that they were singing about
Yeah.
so many years ago. Not the wine.
Mm-mm.
Guys, that's all the time we have for this episode. Thanks so much for joining us. This has been On Fire Tonight. We've been joined by the amazing Christopher Pravdika. Come back. We've got more. Thanks so much.